The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. He's going to run it. Flips a tackle, and he's got room. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown Vegas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Hawaii, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Working that left side. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Davis will throw. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Rainbow Warriors didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Lyons. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lyons. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds a man on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, the option can be a real pain in the butt to defend, particularly when you get outside and you're playing quarterback and pitch at the same time.
How many option teams did you face back in the day?
Well, we saw several, and I hated it every single week because those cut blocks came ad nauseum, and you're just...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNLV.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
UNLV 14, Hawaii 7.
Coming out with it, it's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Gain of 24. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score.
First play of the period, 1st down here.
14, Hawaii 7.
Davis will throw. Here comes the heat. He's got him.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Rides to back and leaves him. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Sends it downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Rainbow Warriors, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Touchdown, Hawaii.
Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Orji. Flips it out in the flat. Spins away from the defense. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some time.
He's loose. Touchdown, Rebels! Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Sims. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Running to Green. Got the first down and more.
And that misdirection was just enough to get everybody leaning one direction. And I like when you run the reverse, too, when you see it, you see space, you go attack it, understand where the first down marker is, and they get just enough for the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you can tell that was super close from seriously busted loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Davis looking to pass. Makes the catch. Wide open spaces. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Rainbow Warriors are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. He'll try to do it himself. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Turns it on at midfield. It's a running room. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Oh, it's a fumble.
defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Davis will throw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Barfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Under fire. Got his man. Open space at the 25. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Orji. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Still on his... There he goes. Turning on the Jets. 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take another shot here. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now...
A shot toward the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They run the Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Davis looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Barfield. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Rainbow Warriors come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. Creates a little room. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The short hands, it's Barfield. Oh, a lot of space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Sims. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. On the run, it's Sims. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And
oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lyons. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the Rebels are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. You've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Quarterback on the keeper. It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Davis will throw. Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
To throw, it's Orji. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off.
And that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. What a costly turnover there. They had a chance to almost put this thing away.
Yeah, they had a chance at the knockout blow, right? Down in this area of the field, at minimum, you've got to come away with the field goal, but you cannot turn it over. Poor job with ball security, and all of a sudden now, they've given their opponent an opportunity to come steal this game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
To the air on first down. Just gets rid of him before the heat.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the air, it's Orji. Fires to the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
28.
Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. On the move is the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Vegas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
28.
Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Barfield. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that,
wide open spaces. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the option. They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Line getting set on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chain.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front. And they definitely struggled on that game.
At this point in the game, in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Fakes the grab. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Now from inside the red zone. Looking left. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense is...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the...
Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive will come from their own 17. The give and tick, 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 tick. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Fires to the big fella. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth.
They'll try to get him on the fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football, and I think he's doing a better job of that now.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job.
Pick off. What a play to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And the quarterback takes a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another.